I just found that out. That's my opinion anyway. A lot of people in my life have told me it's vain and undesirable. I agree with them. At the same time, I've got a certain something. It was a really awkward team. Really awkward team. I had a kind of a doughy face. Not like I still don't, but now it's fun. But at the time, boy, being an awkward adolescent, is the most awkwardly adolescent way to be. Absolutely. We're the Breakfast Club. I graduated in 1986, and I asked my girl to go see that with me, but then I drove away in a huff because she was in love with my friend, and I knew that whenever I was in the myself, can you imagine a better way to see that with me? I don't think I can at all. But I never did forget about them. They're still looking good, still out there doing good. Yeah, they married each other, and I drove out to escape the certain fate of what had led me to graduating with those people as friends. How was it at your school? Did you stay or go? I went back and found the place that I left to be very interesting. And the punk rockers married the metalheads. I'm glad to report a lot of people are doing really good and seem to have a good life. You live in this little desert town. You wonder why they didn't leave the first. And I wondered why I'm coming back. Can I get a beer? I was in a Western. It's a lot like being in a Western if you live in the desert. There's tumbleweeds, big berms of sand that the wind has blown into shapes. And there's either horse people or motorcycle people. I didn't have enough money to be a horse person or the long history that it takes to be a horse person. And I hadn't grown up with BMX bikes, so motorcycles, I recognized that it's a life or death thing with motorcycles. and hey, I don't have a natural inclination to it. So hopefully I did long for the imagined catharsis I would get from owning a motorcycle. I longed for it, and I saved my money for it for a couple years of working as a temp. And I finally got a motorcycle and nearly killed myself the first day, and then every other day after that, until I finally went out to get on it and looked at it and said, not this time. No, I'm not going to ride a motorcycle again. Like that one, that's enough. I did it. I did it already. So I was like, wow, I'm lucky I never broke my arm or worse. So I sold it to a bunch of Honduran brothers. I put an ad in the paper like that the motorcycle looked a little rough and I'd take half what I paid for it just to get rid of it, and somebody took me up on my offer, and then I didn't throw in my motorcycle helmet with the deal. I stuck them with that. I was like, you 3 Honduran brothers drive away. I'm going to keep the motorcycle helmet in case I need it later on. But I didn't. I just sold them my motorcycle. I think they handed me $1,500 in cash. It was like 1989, something like that. 88, something like that. How are you? I wonder how you're doing, and I want to talk to you. I want to call you up, but I don't, but I think if I called you up every time I thought about you, I would call you up about once every That's why you haven't heard from me, I guess. No, it's because I suppressed those. What about Steve Smith? What about Steve Landry? What about Steve the dog? What about that kid I called Steve, but it wasn't really named Steve? Oh, that other Steve. There's another Steve. And then a shout out to Steve Mindell and his protege, Progeny. I hope you guys are growing into adults in knowledge of the excellence and specialty of your immediate ancestors, your dad, your mom, your grandpas and uncles, going all the way back to antebellum times. I spend a lot of time listening to podcasts. I hope that you are listening to the ones that are filling you full of positive thoughts, although I doubt it, because I know you. Getting worked into a rage is a part of every day. Yeah, me too. And I have to think that it's possible that there be a synthesis of total rage that could just get rid of this subject-object dynamic where I become what I'm enraged at, and vice versa. So look, that's obviously not going to work. Let's see if we can find 100 points of agreement and then start asking some better questions. Because alternative is terrifying. What do you think of electronic music? You know, I make a bunch of really bad electronic music, and I've come to realize that it's better to record the moments as they pass, try and make art out of that, than it is to intentionally, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I like some electronic music. That Castle Project, people like Mr. Bill, who like his music is explosively like a kaleidoscope, and it's great. Or you look at modern music that's a hit, cranked out and distilled, strange producer cocaine decisions. Lately, it's come down to a human voice talking sass, and a kick drum, a tuned kick drum. So, you know, make a meme out of that. I'll be damned if it isn't the most the plainest music in a way. There's less going on than any garage band you know in the world couldn't be that lean. It's just like a kick drum and some kind and a lot of times not even a snare, just some hi-hats going, and very compressed, very layered vocals. People saying nothing. It's great. It's the most it of anything I've seen yet. It's barely there. You're showing up. I do sometimes, but I also really enjoy it, and it makes it easy to be selfish and selfishly have a couple beers and, you know, make some music in your garage. Relieves the agitation of trying to be better than I am, speaking for myself. Honestly, I'm kind of funny looking. My jaw is weird and my cheeks are strange, and the funny way I talk at one time. It's gonna smile a little weird, and I talk smack on this side, and I laugh graciously out of this one, and my eyes are really deeply sunken and strange, and my under eyes are old, and my beard makes my cheeks look fat, and also my cheeks are fat. It's even worse. Should I describe the rest of my body, or should I admit that my face there's a certain something there? Kind of actor's face. I would be a good character actor who gets who kicks in the door and yells something before he gets gunned down. What do I yell? I yell something about Sector 2. Something about Sector 2. Get out of it. Get out of Sector 2! I yell. Hey, this is kind of fun. I wondered what I would talk about, but it didn't turn out to be a problem because I've been chattering on for a while. How about some more? I think so. You remember that weird Billy Joel? I had the greatest hits on cassette and listened to it over and over again. And then I also really liked the one about the Italian restaurant. That was a really good record. He's sure to have yeah, he's got those eyes, and he's got a real tendency, real talent for writing a good piano pop song. Really, man, what a talent, Billy Joel. Some of his songs are kind of cool sounding like. He didn't write that Mr. Jones nonsense, thank God. No, that was somebody else. No, Billy Joel wrote My Life. Keep it to yourself, it's my life. I don't need you to worry about me, because I'm alright. You wonder why they're having that conversation. Maybe they've had that conversation a few times, you know. I don't need to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. Man, that's good stuff. Yeah. It is about love. I think every song is about love. Because like a song like My Life, it appears about cutting the bonds of love and you know, going to do a stand-up routine in Los Angeles, which I think is a terrible idea. I'm not saying that I'm not suggesting that's something I want to do. I'm glad Billy Joel wrote a song about it. You know what I mean? He really did write that song too. There's not anybody in the shadows cobbling together good takes of people saying ooh, 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 ooh. Not that that's not important. That's what modern music is about. I watched them on YouTube the other night. Last night, I think. That's what I did. What am I thinking of? I went into a CVS store in my mind. I was already in there. The front door had swung open, and I had gone inside the CVS, and I was standing in the aisles. There's lots of red and white things, and the lights are all working. And in front of me is the pharmacy, and behind me is the cash register, and I'm maybe looking at the magazines I can see for free while I'm waiting for something. There's a really good bookstore, and I used to walk by it when I had broken out the chicken pox, and I looked terrifying visitor from the Middle Ages for about a week. And it was interesting to see how it feels to be pointedly unnoticed by everyone. Which is not, it's a different kind of life. But I got better. I took a bath with some oatmeal stuff that I spread on my body, and I soon got better. I'm doing okay now. How are you doing? Good. See you tomorrow.